What the fuck? What is YouTube even becoming? Screw the intro, because this is a wee bit more important than that. Now, let's be real here. You've probably just watched 5 videos on the same topic, so let me just give you the basic synopsis. Logan Paul went into a Japanese suicide force, and as that nickname implies, it's notorious. It's where thousands of people take their life. And unsurprisingly, he found a corpse. It's obvious what I would say if I was talking about this video, how fucked up it is. But this only brings up something even more alarming. Google itself. And why do I say this? Well, this video got number 10 on trending in the USA, and re-uploads have been popping on trending in different countries as well. So YouTube are actively promoting this video? Really? It's rather bizarre to think any of this is reality. And this idea I'm going to propose is even more bizarre than that. Because YouTube have told us all this time the trending page is not handpicked. It's random, it's based on multiple different criteria. And to be honest, that's absolute bullshit. According to Ben, who's a trusted flagger, we know that YouTube manually looked at this, didn't give it an age restriction, and put it on trending as well. They're actively promoting this? Well, because they know it's the sort of content that pulls in views. And it's Logan Paul, and in his words, he gets views. And he was one of the most popular YouTubers in 2017, so why wouldn't they let that slide? And use the excuse that it was to raise awareness and possibly prevent suicide if it ever backfired. And it backfired hard. On Logan Paul, that is. YouTube isn't getting any backlash for this. These were the people who looked at the video and decided to place it on the trending, were they not? To give this video even more popularity than it was inherently going to get. And to spread it round to more people who could be in a really bad position or have a loved one who went as far as to take their own life. Oh, at least it's down. Yeah, because Logan took it down himself. YouTube, oh, they didn't intervene at all. Like they didn't intervene with Toy Freaks until advertisers put their foot down on that awful, disgusting content. And much like the parents who let their kids watch Toy Freaks and Logan Paul, YouTube is as neglectful to us as they are to their kids. Or it might be the case of intentional ignorance. I'll get to that in a bit. And we're the people who ultimately make this website what it is. But oh, because YouTube isn't making any money for Google, we shouldn't matter to them. The only ones that should matter are the influencers, with giant quotation marks. And here's where that bizarre theory comes in. What if Google are actively creating a false narrative, claiming ignorance towards the likes of Toy Freaks and Logan Paul, because those two are, or were, moneymakers, using the
"so much content is uploaded to YouTube so we can't moderate it"
card as an excuse to do nothing about it. So millions of more children will watch, the channel will gain more publicity for doing fucked up shit, and Google get to squeeze a little extra dosh from YouTube. And they ignore any of the concerns the users have regarding this type of content. A lot of people in this community have known about channels like Toy Freaks for years. They've actively made videos pointing out how awful and fucked up this content is. And yet, YouTube does nothing about it because these videos make tens of millions of views, making YouTube that little bit more profitable for Google. I mean, as long as it's making money, it's okay, right? If you don't acknowledge the existence of the toy channel, you can claim ignorance all you want and do nothing about it. But oh no. Despite our pleas, despite our cries, when it's about to hit you where it hurts, your wallet, you bend over backwards for these advertisers, taking the whole of the YouTube community down with you because of your disregard for channels like these. And never really setting boundaries, only vaguely pointing out to what you should and shouldn't do in this website, leaving many to take advantage of these inherently broken and loophole-filled systems that ultimately benefit those who are profitable in Google's eyes to gain popularity, money, and give more publicity to those greedy, faceless pigs in suits at Google who are so disconnected from reality that they'll make the conscious decision to include fidget spinners in a celebration video, thinking it will be cool and hip with the kids, and this should pull in the views. That should really show who we're dealing with here. But remember how they said they couldn't moderate YouTube because of the sheer volume of content on this platform? Well, you guys sure backpedaled after the advertisers ripped you a new one, once again. But not to mention double standards, which of course are in favour for those who matter in the eyes of Google. For example, remember the time when YouTube demonetised Biggie's videos talking about suicide, helping people who have had those thoughts, and raising awareness? YouTube went out of their way to demonetize his videos talking about the subject, but they actively promote a video showing the results of it? Trivializing suicide in front of millions of potential people? They should have gone out their way to make sure Logan Paul's video was removed, because the sole purpose of this video was to gain views for sheer shock value, devaluing the life of this poor man to nothing more than a fucking object, and exploiting his death for those sweet, sweet clicks. And now Google are actively silencing others who have talked about Logan Paul by deeming their video as misleading? I really have no words to describe this situation, if I'm brutally honest. But let's not forget the situation where Casey Neistat made his video on the LA shootings a couple of months back, stated that all the ad revenue would go to help the victims, but YouTube demonetized it, saying that under no circumstances were you allowed to monetize tragedies. But when we look at Jimmy Kimmel's video on it, ads aplenty, right? Not surprising, since he's all they fucking push in the trending along with Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Lele Pons, and a bunch of other garbage YouTubers. What a brilliant start to 2018, eh? I really do hope more people point their fingers towards YouTube in this situation, because the scariest thing about this is if Logan Paul didn't take it down, Google wouldn't do a fucking thing about it. And they looked at this and thought it was appropriate for the site to showcase it to millions of people. But hopefully this year we'll create a better place. And soon, hopefully, Google's pleas of ignorance will start to crumble around them.